erudite?
Because, okay, if you go into utilitarianism, because in a society where murder is okay, it leads to harm for everyone. It seems to lead to a society that is worse if everyone thinks that murder is just okay. A society is better and reduces harm when you prohibit murder.
So you hold two separate ethical value structures, one for yourself and one for society. How do you know which one is wrong?
Because Gentiles don't have to appeal to Christian morals.
Okay, I'm not asking what Gentiles must do. I'm asking you as a Christian, how do you know Gentiles are incorrect and immoral if they're doing these things? How do you know that? What would inform you? What would inform? Why would why would you? And why would utilitarianism? Why would utilitarianism be correct?
Sure, we can get into the fundamental axiom. My fundamental axiom.
You can't hold two contrary sets of beliefs. That's insane.
They aren't contrary sets.
They are contrary sets of beliefs.
Each other. They're not contrary. I understand that you can't keep up and comprehend this, but they are not complementary.
Does utilitarian, if they're not contrary, then answer this question. Answer this question if they're not contrary. From a utilitarian standpoint, from utilitarian standpoint, I just want to finish this point and I'll let you talk. I just want you to answer one question and then I'll let you talk as much as you want. Okay, fine. I won't forget. I'm not going to forget, but go ahead. I won't forget. Go ahead.
My Christian ethics are over my national contractual ethics for myself. However, part of my Christian ethics personally is to not hold secular people to my Christian ethics because they are not Christian. So if society imposed some sort of demand on me that was against my Christian ethics, I would disobey society. If society made it a law that I had to do something that I thought was heretical to my faith, I would disobey society. Do you understand?
So let me ask you, okay, got it. So let me ask you this question. Can secular ethics and your ethics at the same exact time, if secular ethics claims that pornography is moral and your ethics claim that pornography is immoral, are those compatible ethical systems?
I don't. First of all, you're assuming a bunch about my claims about ethics around pornography.
Just answer my question.
Well, I can't answer your question.
You can't answer it because you know what the answer is.
Hold on. I'm not letting you do this.
Answer the fucking question.
The reason I can't answer this question specifically, Andrew, is because you're doing what you always do in every debate.
Yeah, winning.
Bad faith.
Winning.
You're begging the question.
Yeah, everybody who wins debates, bad faith, I know.
Are you going to let me talk, Andrew? You're just going to keep...
Answer the question.
Stop. Let's let Kyla finish and then you can...
Unbelievable.
These two things are compatible because it is fine for me, for thee, and not for me. That is compatible. Different people can have different ethical systems within utilitarian. They can have different things that are okay and not okay and still work within my framework. I would say it is okay for thee, but not for me. For example, one thing that's not okay for me is like watching a whole bunch of like true crime and shit like that because it makes me super distrustful of other people. I would say in general.
You're talking about preference,
not
morality.
No. Let her finish and then it's Andrew's turn to respond and then okay, go ahead.
In the case of all sorts of stuff, as you would probably agree, even you said it here. You already said this, Andrew. You said in the case of, for example, Christians, you can chain smoke because it doesn't make you go crazy. But if you had a psychotic break and it led to you doing a whole bunch of bad stuff, that would be bad for them. So that's you saying, oh, it's fine for me, but not for thee in this case. I'm just doing the inverse of saying there are some things that I think are fine for other people that are not okay for me. That all works together.
Now I'm going to ask you this question again. Only one set of these moral preferences can be true. Only one of them can be true. So are your Christian ethics true, or are utilitarianism, if utilitarianism conflicts with your Christian ethics, knowing only one can be true by the laws of logic, which one's true?
I reject your premise and the way that
Well, okay, then show me the contradiction from which you reject my premise.
You're begging the question by again.
There's no question begging.
Your question that you're begging is saying...
That's not question begging, you idiot.
Yes, it is.
Well, tell me what question begging is. You don't even know. Tell me what it is. I tell you what it is? You accused me of it. Tell me what it is. Tell me what question begging is. Tell me what it is.
Wait, just let her respond.
Yeah, she's not going to answer that question either. Tell me what it is.
Bro, you do
not
this
gonna
thing
do it.
every fucking
Not going to do it.
You have 60,000 questions. You're going to get easily away from
No, I just ask you straight questions you won't answer.
Notice how you weaseled away from the conversation.
Happy to have that conversation too, but you accused me of question begging.
Are you going to let me answer?
You accused me.
Interrupting me and building your narrative. Are you going to keep interrupting me?
You can't accuse me of a fallacy, then not tell me the fallacy. Tell me the fallacy.
Okay, guys, go ahead.
Okay. Can I take a stab at this? Okay. You can absolutely hold two different quote-unquote set of ethics. You're not holding contrary sets of ethics, though. You can understand is you can have a system of morals that stands in contradiction to the law. For instance, a Catholic might believe that it's immoral to consume pornography, but that doesn't necessarily mean that a Catholic would prescribe that it changes the law in the country that they're in, right? In a way, you could read this as a render unto Caesar. What? Hold on. No. It doesn't seem to be the argument because you're conflating the law and the morality. It doesn't seem to be because it's not. When you ask somebody, do you consider it a sin when somebody does something else? Generally, what is or isn't a sin is something that you're concerned with, and you're concerned with other people in your faith. Personally, I've never been in the business of, or seen other Christians at least, maybe for Muslims it's different, maybe for Jews it's different, maybe for other people it's different, is trying to evaluate. I never in my life, I took 4 years of fucking Catholic high school, 8 years of Catholic grade school. Never once did we have a class we went through, what do Muslims do that's sinful? What do Jewish people do that's sinful? We've never done that before. We're concerned with what are sins in our society, the Christian church, the Catholic church specifically. What does the catechism say? What does your preacher say?
Okay, that's great, but repeat my argument back to me.
Hold on.
You're arguing against a straw man.
No. You've traveled like 20,000 different.
I haven't traveled anywhere. Repeat my argument back to me. And then argue against that. I just want a good faith debate. Tell me my argument. Then tell me my argument.
I can talk just as much as you want, okay? I'm just trying to lay
Tell me my argument, Destiny.
It sounds like your argument was it is impossible for a person to have one set of ethics and not condemn another person in society.
No, that's not my argument. My argument.
Hold on, hold on. I'm gonna leave. Alex, make him shut the fuck up for 2 seconds, okay?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Or else he's gonna run.
Okay, this was your argument, unless you're having an episode, in which case go get some antipsychotics. Your argument, because your questions to Kyla were, how can you believe that this thing is okay in society, but you personally don't believe it? It seems to be a contradiction that you're saying society can have one set of ethics. Shut the fuck up, you retarded.
Then fucking tell me my argument, you dumb blue-haired gremlin. What are you gonna do, run? What are you gonna do, run?
I'm gonna mute all of you guys. Okay, let's just go one at a time. Let's let Destiny finish his point, then you can respond to it, Andrew.
Keep Andrew muted because he cannot stop doing
Jesus Christ, I can't even finish a single fucking statement. Okay,
go ahead.
So Andrew's line of questioning was trying to expose that Kyla had an inability to condemn anybody for sin because it seemed like she held the double standard that society could have one set of ethics and she can have a personal one, which is why Andrew was asking questions like, oh, well, do you think that this lifestyle is sinful? And then Kyla would say, well, no, I don't think so for me. Well, what about for other people? I don't judge Christians. That's why he went down the line of questioning of, is murder wrong? Is anything wrong? Because it seems like under your current system of whatever you do, you're unable to fundamentally say any particular action is wrong. And then Kyla tried to say something about utilitarianism, and he said, well, how do you hold contrary sets of ethics? That was what the entire argument was. In my opinion, I think the reason why you're running into such a difficult to answer question here is because you're conflating what is the law or what is legally permissible with what is ethical. No, the Andrew's gonna say, no, I was talking about ethics the whole time, but that's not truly what we're talking about, because the idea, now this is where I go into my personal opinion, the idea that as a Christian,
he's gonna speed talk, but I'm not gonna let him get off the hook.
For not following your Christian ethics, that's just a
he
very bizarre
can talk all he wants,
in my
but
personal
watch.
opinion,
One question.
from how I learned Christianity or Catholicism, usually when you're criticizing other people's
this diversion doesn't work
with
the
Ten Commandments, the
I've seen this like 100
whatever set of
times.
ethics we're talking about in terms of Christianity,
100
you're
times.
saying things like God commands us to do this, God commands you to do that. These are the Beatitudes, these are the commandments, these are what the priest says, blah, 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 blah. So usually compelling somebody within a faith. So it's a very difficult question to ask from a religious point of view is how do you condemn somebody else's morals that is outside of your faith? All you can do at that point is appeal to the law. And your ethics probably don't have to be exactly matching with what the law is. For example, in the case of smoking cigarettes or pornography. That's my...
Okay, great. Now, to address my argument was really simple. I asked Kyla a simple question. I asked you the same thing.
What just happened?
So hang on, right? Because Alex muted me again. But that wasn't my question. It wasn't my argument, which is why I asked you in good faith to repeat my argument back to me. That way we could have the productive conversation. But what I asked specifically is, can you hold two different sets of moral values, and both of them can be true at the same exact time if they conflict with each other? Meaning, if and Kyla's
stated what I just
stop
said.
Because you didn't answer this question. You didn't answer. You spurred and talked a lot, but you actually didn't answer this question. The question is, if one conflicting moral value structure says that it's okay to murder and another one does not, and you're a Christian, say it's not okay to murder, and you're, let's say, a utilitarian who does, only one of those can be true. Yes or no, Destiny?
Yes.
Yes.
The problem,
thank you.
as I restated, the problem was you're not holding, when we talk about murder, right? We're not really interested
That's it.
societally in the moral
That's the
condemnation
debate.
of murder. What we're really looking for is what is
That's
the
the
law.
debate.
Christians don't compel people to not murder necessarily, societally speaking, another person
Yes,
because
they
it's
do.
what God commands.
Yes, they
you
do.
say it's
They
because
do it
this
all
is
the time.
illegal. When we're talking about what the law is going to be different than your particular moral thing. Now, there's going to be a lot in Christianity where your morals actually map onto the law. Your morals in Christianity are going to map onto things that are very similar to the law. For instance,
Yeah,
don't
so it could be
steal,
overlap. I agree.
Don't steal.
Yeah,
don't
there can be
steal,
overlap. Yeah.
Don't steal and don't kill. Those
Yeah.
are two things. However, it's also a Christian commandment not to be adulterous. That's actually not something that's illegal in the United States.
That's right.
Now, just because it's not illegal in the U.S. and just because it is illegal in the Christian world, is that a conflicting set of morals or ethics?
Yes.
No.
How is it not? Tell me how it's not.
Because in society, what we're talking about.
In what
is the
world is it
law.
not a conflict? Dude?
I don't know. I can't.
Bro,
I can't do it. He's not interested
No,
in
you
something.
can, and I am. I've been more good faith in this debate than either of you.
I'm gonna go out drinking tonight. I need some friends here.
All right. Oh yeah, I know. No, answer my question, Destiny. How's it not a conflict?
I just told you, because what you're analyzing societally is the law. We don't have a societal set of ethics that we compel people to follow using some kind of like third-party punishment. We don't do that.
That
We
still
have the
wouldn't.
law.
That still wouldn't mean that there's no performative conscience.
You've already said this.
Stop.
You've already said this.
Stop,
You've already
Erudite.
agreed to this. You've already agreed to
Stop,
this.
Erudite. I know you want to spurg, but here's the
That's-
thing.
that's
That
the-
really
that's
has
the
nothing to
responsibility
do
of
with whether or not
that's
these
the
are
responsibility.
contradictory or contradictions to each other. The ethical systems, whether or not secularism legalizes X behavior and Christians don't believe it, only one of those systems can be true. So when I ask you, if you're a Christian, do you follow Christian ethics? And you say yes, this means that you follow this format for an ethical system based on your religion. What secularists believe is going to necessarily, if it conflicts with that, be immoral. Tell me how that's not true.
Because a secular society the society itself is not generally in the business. The state is not in the business of what's determining what is moral or immoral.
I'm asked a
It's
truth
just determining
claim.
legality. The state is agnostic on the truth. It doesn't make a statement about the truth there.
That has nothing to do with anything, Destiny. It doesn't matter if the state's agnostic.
Hold on. Wait. You didn't respond to what I said. You just said
Because it's
doesn't do
irrelevant. It's
anything.
erroneous. It doesn't
agree,
mean
the
anything. It has
question
nothing
is
to do with my
irrelevant.
question.
Your question is irrelevant. You're asking.
How's my question irrelevant? It's the only
because
question.
You're trying to ask. You're trying to pretend that there are two conflicting set of ethics. The reason
There
why you're
are.
confused is because there's not. There's a set of ethics, and then there's the law. These things will conflict sometimes. It's
But-
not illegal to
The law
lie to
is a
somebody.
reflection
But hang
of
on, but
ethics.
Destiny,
It's a
Grace,
reflection
let me
of
finish.
society's
Grace,
ethics.
Grace, let me finish.
Please
But
say it.
Destiny,
No,
but Destiny,
no, it's not.
you said
No,
only
it's
one.
not.
Based on.
Grace, shut up.
Grace.
You said only one can be true. That's what you.
No.
Yeah, no, you
I
said that,
if there-
Destiny.
I said if there are two conflicting sets of ethics, generally one can be true.
Only
But
one
in
can be true.
society, It's not a set of ethics. It's the law.
No, it's not just the law. Law doesn't even necessarily have anything to do with ethics.
I'm sorry. In
What-
society,
what-
where does the government tell me? Where are my list of things that are moral or immoral in the United States of America?
They actually do. They draw on this very heavily, especially from the Bible, which the axiomatic for the entire United States
When you finish this
Constitution.
ramble, I'm going to restate the same question. Go ahead.
Okay, well, the entire axiomatic principle of the United States Constitution is that all men are created equal. That is, well, the Declaration of Independence, right? That's axiomatic. So the thing is that if you're gonna state these things and you're gonna say, hey, listen, if you have two conflicting sets of values, they can both have overlap. I would agree, but only one can be true is my point. And so if only one is true and you're a Christian, how can you follow the other one and say it's not immoral? That makes no sense, bro.
Okay, I'm restating the question. Where do I find my set of ethics from the United States government?
The Declaration of Independence.
Declaration of
No,
Independence
that's
is
not where it-
that's
no,
not even
Grace.
part of it.
No, Grace.
No. That's where
You
the
just
law-
ruined
that's
it,
the law.
Grace.
That's
You
the-
just ruined it.
Natural law. That's
That's
where we
not
get
part of
our
government.
ethics
That's
from.
not part of our
We
government.
hold.
I'm asking
God,
you,
this
Andrew,
guy.
No,
We
don't mute
hold-
Andrew. Don't mute Andrew. I'm asking you, where do I get my set of ethics from in the United States government? Where do I find it? Just let me look it
comes
up
from
online.
natural law.
Is
It
it? Do I
comes
go to
from
the Cornell
natural law.
website?
Natural law.
No, it's
Natural
not
law.
natural law.
Is it the
Natural law.
God,
ethics.
shut up,
Hang on,
Grace.
hang on. Let's let Andrew answer the question.
Okay, so from a
Wait, Alex, to be clear, just this is my question, okay? Very clear.
I'm gonna
We have the
answer
United
it.
States of America, we've got .gov websites. Where do I go to find the set of
in a
ethics that I need to follow in the United States?
secular society, the ethics are drawn from whatever the secularists broadly agree the ethics are.
Says who?
How else could it work?
How else does it work? How it works is exactly how it works today. Everybody has their own set of ethics. The only thing that binds us is the law.
That's what I just
That's
said.
it.
But
bro.
the law is
I
based
literally
on
just said
ethics.
that.
You
I just said that.
Then that's fine. Then there's no conflict.
There is a
Then we solved
conflict.
everything.
There
No,
is
what
a
the
conflict. So I'm going to
What
tell
is
you
the
The law is
again
based on a set of
because you have
ethics.
diverted. Shut up, Grace. Because you have diverted
No,
multiple
you guys can't
times.
just keep telling me not
Well,
to
but
talk.
let us finish.
You're
I
wrong,
let
though.
you and Erudite
You've
go.
been going.
I
Why
let you and
dominating?
Erudite
You
go.
want
Let me
them
finish.
To tell you to shut
You
up.
So
like it.
anyway-
It's turning you on every time he tells
Yeah,
you to shut
so
up. you stupid
anyway-
No,
fucking
because you're
child.
wrong. You're
Anyway,
wrong.
Shit.
back to
You're lying.
this.
You're lying
You're so
woman.
stupid, Gray. You're so dumb and submissive.
You don't think you don't think
Lying. You're lying
You're-
woman.
Curious how I feel about Smite and the Smite 2 drama going on.
Smite 2 just got announced yesterday, and it's already causing quite the stir in their community. If you were to take what Twitter is saying literally, the game is already dead on arrival.
Oh, wow. Well, that's kind of bad. They should just cancel it then.
So if you're not familiar with Smite, it's a third-person MOBA with a ton of different gods that you play
Yep.
as. I played it a little bit back in the day, and I actually enjoyed it, but there were just so many other games that I was playing at the time, I just never really invested a bunch of time into it. But the big controversy is that the vast majority of the skins that you purchased or earned in Smite 1 aren't being moved over to Smite 2. Now, Smite 1 initially released in 2014
So that's what
was
people are mad about? They're mad about skins?
made on Unreal Engine 3. Smite 2, which is set to go into alpha testing, I think in the summer of this year, was built from the ground up on Unreal Engine 5. On the frequently asked questions part of their website, the developers say that Smite 2 is a multi-generational leap from Smite 1, from UE3 to UE5. That means we have to completely rework or recreate every piece of content for it to function in Smite 2. There are currently over 1,600 skins in Smite.
I mean, most games do this. Like, the only reason CSGO didn't do this with CS2 is because, I mean, gambling on skins is, like, probably more popular than playing the game. So it's like, it would be better if they didn't port over the game and they ported it over the skins. And it's like, yeah, it's CSGO 2, and there's just all new skins. There's nothing else is the same. And so, like, yeah, I get that.
Excluding mastery skins,
Call of
to
Duty did
just
this
port
recently,
every
too.
skin to Smite 2 would take about 246 person years of work.
That's a lot of
and
time.
we couldn't do both that and make Smite 2 as amazing as we knew it could be if we focused on starting anew. So to make this transition a little better,
I mean, are they wrong? Like, I don't think that they're wrong. Probably not. Yeah, I don't really think so.
Is offering what they're calling legacy gems.
And also, I want to say, too, that it is disappointing that people don't have new their skins ported over. Like, it's definitely disappointing, and, like, PoE 2 did that, and so did Overwatch 2. So, like, obviously, it would be...
Hush here, joining up. Let's end this quickly. up next?
We there yet? We there yet?
Enemy down. You have a job.
You really cut it close there.
Better find some cover. Should have thought twice. Let's try something new.
Not a smart place to be.
Enemies! Should have thought twice.
Double kill.
What did you think?
Triple kill. You have slain an immortal.
Another for the
You
flag.
are the avatar of death. Quadra kill.
What did you think?
Get a move on!
Enemy found. Of course it's down to me. Let's try something new. You have a job to do.
Let's have some payback.
Shut down.
Enemies here.
Enemy down.
Let's try.
Better find some cover.
Are the avatar of death. Double kill.
Join your friends in the afterlife. Let's end this quickly. Should have thought twice.
Triple kill. You have slain an immortal. You are the avatar of death. Quadra kill.
Great if they were able to do this, but is this something that like you need to have, and like if you don't, the game is DOA? No, I don't think so.
I'll also quote from the facts section. I want to make sure I get all of this right. For every gem that you've ever spent in Smite 1, free or purchased, you'll receive a legacy gem in Smite 2.
What's the popular place that everybody plays Smite on? Does it have its own launcher, or do people play it on Steam? People play it on Steam? Well, let's see how popular the game is. Okay, so like I'm assuming whenever they announced Smite 2, it went up by a lot. So like on average, they had like 12,000 people playing the game. It's big on Xbox. Yeah, it's not bad, but like, is it really a good use of their time to redo all of their skins for such a small player base? Like, I don't know if that's a good decision. Like that's for example, so like in my mind, right? New World. New World's probably about the same size of a game, and maybe a bit smaller, maybe a bit larger, depending, right? But somewhere around New World size. If New World made New World 2, would I be angry at them that they didn't port over all of the old skins? No. Do I think that they should invest that time and money into doing that? No. Seems like a waste.
Gems can be used to pay for 50% of the price of most in-game purchases in Smite 2. So things like skins, battle passes, and events in Smite 2 will be half off until you spend all of your legacy gems. And if you purchase a Smite Founders Pack, your legacy gems will be doubled. As Smite 2's currency is changing slightly from Smite, this ensures that you'll have the equivalent purchasing power. So you basically get a 50% discount on anything moving forward based on how much you spent in the last title, meaning every skin that you want to buy in Smite 2 will have a 50% discount. You still have to put more money into it, and this is what people are having a big problem with. Because your skins aren't transferring, people are freaking the fuck out, using comparisons to Overwatch and CS2 as reasons as
well, I mean, like, let's just be honest though. Like, Overwatch and CS2 have a development studio that is gigantic. Like, what are we talking about? Like, this is it's a dramatically different like scale. Like, you can't expect a small developer to be able to do that.
Why all of the skins that they paid for and the thousands of dollars spent.
Like, I bet if the developers of Smite could push a button and just be like, all the skins are ported over, boom, do it, I bet they do it. It's not like they aren't doing it because they don't want to do it.
For the last 10 years should be honored and moved forward into the new title. Their Twitter account has been spammed under every single post from gamers angry that their skins aren't being moved up 2 engine generations. This gamer here says, all I read is spend more money, we don't care about your old skins.
To be fair, this is literally a tweet with no likes, no retweets, and no comments that has 3 views.
LOL. The fact that we're supposed to just give up hundreds, if not thousands of dollars.
Hush here, joining up.
Escort the war machines and destroy the enemy's totems.
next? Let's try something new. This foothold is as good as ours. Better find some cover.
Capturing a foothold.
You tried.
Capturing a foothold.
Should have thought twice.
Let's get you back in the fight.
Ready for some revenge? Better find some cover. It's time to fight.
You are the avatar of death.
I am the flame.
Let's try something new. You tried. Who's up next? This foothold is as good as ours. Of course it's down to me. Let's end this quickly. Let's try something new. Find some cover.
The triumph commences. Order. I am penance for your sins. I absolve you.
I found the enemy. Of course it's down to me. Let's try something new. This isn't good. Let's try something new. Better find some cover. The end's in sight.
Stop me!
Should have thought twice. foothold is as good as ours.
Out of my
Of course it's down to me. Should have thought twice. Let's try something new. Better find some cover. Who's up next?
this way.
Enemy down.
We are victorious! We are victorious! The immortals have favored us this day.
A paragon is born. Double kill. A cry of terror rings out. Triple kill.
Hush here, joining up. Better find some cover. Should have thought twice.
Bar here. Let's get this concert started.
Let's try something new. Let's end this quickly. You tried. Take this!
You won't stop me!
You tried. Let's try something new. Incoming fire. Enemy in the distance. Press onward. You tried.
Let's get you back in the fight.
Let's end this quickly.
Judged.
We're halfway to victory.
Enemy down. Let's try something new. That was fun.
Try immense.
Let's try something new. Of course it's down to me. I'm bringing you back.
We there yet?
Dark Gale is here.
together for the fight.
You are the avatar of death.
Knife broken. Victory is ours.
Let's make some music! Pretty good solo, huh? Turn to stone.
Double kill.
Of skins, plus to be expected to keep paying for more stuff in Smite 2 is genuinely delusional. You ain't making more money from me when you won't respect my money. This gamer here, Big Dick Deviant, says,
I'm sorry to say, but like I think that they bring a good point in, but at the same time, there is a little bit of ridiculousness.
Joining us. pie.
Try you are part. Let's try this
Let's end this quickly.
You won't stop me!
Enemy down. This way. Retreat. I'm bringing you back.
Enemy down. Keep fighting.
Double kill. You are the avatar of death.
Tired from the flames. Who's up next?
Get a move on!
Who's up next?
The enemy's plans are halfway complete.
Help me already. Who's up next? Enemy down.
You won't stop me! Here I come!
kill.
Join your friends in the afterlife. Let's try something new.
We are victorious.
Hang on. Check this one out.
You are the avatar of death. Double kill.
Like, not respecting your money and you're buying skins in a video game, like, I don't think that you're respecting your money either. Like, that's just my opinion, right? Like, I'm not saying that, like, they should just delete or take away all the skins, but, like, do we really have to get that serious about it?
50% discount isn't enough for the thousands of dollars we spent on this game. Real WRU says, you guys are criminals. I want a refund for all the skins that I have purchased. And Dexterol here says, honestly, I don't think I'm going to play Smite 2. I have over 1,300 skins, spent thousands. If they can't even port the skins over, there's no point.
My God.
They're not even giving you the gems to buy them back. They're basically giving you legacy gems to buy a skin for 50% off.
Yeah.
This user here just wants them to port all of the old models into Unreal Engine 5 without changing the graphics. The game will still function the same. You'll just see lower quality skins from UE3 and the new UE5 skins can coexist. Tell me you have zero clue about anything you're talking about, but I'm really
well, and it's also like, yeah, I feel like it's probably not that simple, number one. Number two, all of these people are looking at it from a perspective of a person who is a big fan of Smite, and they're actively playing Smite. So these solutions and these problems are from the mindset of a person who is super invested into it. They're like, they have $1,000 into it. Like, is it a good thing for new players whenever Smite 2 comes out that they log into the game, even theoretically, and they see a bunch of low poly models? No. I bet if people saw that, they would think, wow, this game looks really cheap. I don't think I want to spend money on it. So it's like, again, they're not looking at it from the perspective beyond their own.
Curious as to what you guys think, because
that doesn't mean that they're wrong. Like, I don't think that they're wrong for being frustrated and disappointed, and I think that they're right. It does suck that this is happening, but at the end of the day, I can see why they would do it.
I'm kind of sitting here and, like, I can definitely understand the frustrations from gamers. Like, you spent a bunch of money on this game, a new one's coming out, and, like, all your skins, like, no longer transfer over. Yeah, that sucks. But does. Like, duh. Like, is this not what we've been talking about for the last, like, 10 years on this channel? Microtransactions are a money sink. Like, you don't buy microtransactions if you're not okay with
you don't own them. And that's a big thing that a lot of people need to understand whenever they purchase a microtransaction. Whenever you buy, let's say, the Celestial Steed in WoW, or like one of these cosmetics in Smite, you don't actually own that cosmetic. You only own a license that allows you to use the cosmetic that's given to you by the developer, that they can remove at any time for any reason. You literally don't own anything. It's only one step above having an NFT.
Is losing them when the next games come out. Now, I know a lot of people are making comparisons to Overwatch. Overwatch was literally regarded as like a 1.5. It was like people were pissed that
and that's also a very good point. Yeah, like why are you comparing to Overwatch 2 whenever Overwatch 2 was bad?
Basically felt like a DLC, right? The engine difference there is like negligible. The game is essentially running on the exact same engine. This is the first year that Modern Warfare allowed you to bring your skins forward, which was a cool thing, but Modern Warfare 3 has been destroyed in the online community for being a DLC and being not that much of an engine upgrade.
Hush here. Join me. Let's try something new.
The triumph commences.
Should have thought twice. This is good.
You are the avatar of death.
Turned from the flames. Let's end this quickly. Enemy down.
Allies shut it down.
Get there! They'll pay for that.
You have
Let's try something new. Should have thought twice.
Double kill.
What did you think would happen?
Double kill. You have vanquished a powerful foe. You are the avatar of death.
Who's up next?
Let's mix it up.
You have vanquished a powerful foe.
Enemy down.
Double kill. You are the avatar of death.
We've got enemies. Enemy spotted. You will not. You won't stop me.
Double kill.
Another
A cry of terror rings out.
Who's up next?
We stand on a knife's edge.
Let's try something new.
The lead is ours.
I can't die like this.
You have a job
We'll carry the day.
Got trouble.
Headshot.
to do. Try.
Double kill.
Another for the fire.
The enemy has surrendered. Victory is ours.
Didn't think I could pull that off, did you?
You have vanquished a powerful foe. Double kill.
So while they brought the skins over, the upgrade to it was negligible. This is taking models and skins and UVs and all of that from Unreal Engine 3, an engine that came out.
I think this guy's bringing up a really good point, and actually it illustrates a bigger delusion with people that think that Web 3 is the future of development for video games and that you can own your skins and then use them in other games. Like, for example, people think that, like, oh, well, you want to be able to own, you know, you actually own the NFTs for these skins. Why would it be in the developer's best interest for them to program in functionality for skins in another video game? Why would they ever do that? Like, if you have Invincible in World of Warcraft, how exactly would you use that in Counter-Strike? Because that would require the developers at Valve to program in being able to use Invincible. They're completely incompatible. And this is like, again, people always compare. It's like, oh yeah, it's the gun. It's like, oh, one gun to another gun. But that's just not the way these games work.
What, 15 years ago? Upgrading to Unreal Engine 5, which I know would be a lot of work. On top of the fact that the game is now being built from scratch on Unreal Engine 5, it would be a fuckload of work to be able to make this happen. But the community is up in arms. So while I'm sitting here, like, I understand the frustration from gamers, but I also think, like, if you spent thousands of dollars in microtransactions in a video game, that's kind of on you, right?
It is.
But, like, I'm all for
it's definitely on you, and like, you can't expect the video game to exist in a way that makes you feel good about your microtransactions. It's a very selfish perspective to have. It's like saying in like a gacha game, well, I don't want to have them add in new characters because the new characters would make my old characters not as important. It's very selfish, and it's also like, it's reductive to what the potential of the game could ever be.
Guardian deployed.
Should have thought twice.
Smoke, ready and waiting. Stand aside. This needn't be.
Try. You are target. I won't forget this. You are judged.
powerful foe. You are the avatar of death.
I defy you. Is there no one left?
The enemy has made it halfway.
Am the flame.
Dark Gale is here.
I defy you. This needn't be the end.
Not dead yet.
Let's
Only half of our objectives remain. Keep fighting.
This needn't be the end.
We have them on the defensive.
I thought I was goner. Out of my way!
Be reborn.
Am the flame.
Paragon is born.
The enemy has surpassed us.
Faith guides me. I defy you.
Let's mix it up. You won't stop me.
Stand aside. Stand aside.
The enemy has the advantage.
Stand aside. Am the flame. Stand aside.
We ride.
I defy you.
The battlefield favors the enemy.
There is no room for doubt. I must keep out of sight.
Push back the enemy. You must push back the enemy.
Be gone!
Your valor will live forever.